Hello and welcome aboard to the next edition of Council Connections. My name's Karen Kobeck for Laurel TV. I'm here in front of the Laurel train station. Guess what? There's big news going on right now. 2,500 feet north of here, there is a development that's being planned to take the train stop away from the Laurel train station. There's some people that aren't going to have anything to do with that. They're trying to keep it here. So I'd like you to hear in their own words what's going on. Welcome today, Council Member Edward Ricks from Ward 1 and Council Member Donna Crary from Ward 2. Thank you so much for coming on today, taking the time out to fill the viewers and our residents in on what's going on with the Save Our Stop campaign. Now let's start first with what's a little bit of a background of this beautiful train station.
This train station was established 184 years ago. It originally was a stop that dealt mostly with the industrial end of Main Street, dealing with fabrics and that sort of thing, and commodities coming to and from this particular area. It then moved on to a passenger stop where it's been, and it continues to thrive for these many, many years. What we are trying to do is make sure that it remains a train stop here in Laurel.
I mean, all you have to do is look out in the parking lot. It is full every single day, Monday through Friday. Both sides, the American Legion over there, there's a satellite stop right over, parking lot right over there. It's used. It is so very well used. It does, you know, some of us, we just, doesn't make sense why they would want to do this.
In addition to the pedestrians that are walking the street, Main Street, between 5:30 and 7 every morning.
Exactly. So take us into what this grassroots campaign is for Save Our Stop and let the viewers know who might not have heard yet what's going on.
Well, the council has taken the action of making sure that this doesn't happen. We have contacted all our local authorities, the state local authorities, the 21st delegation, the federal authorities, the people in Washington, D.C., that mandate a certain amount of money, that the track and the MARC station can remain open, and we're making sure that everyone here in Laurel continues to have a viable stop for coming and going from work.
In addition to the local authorities, what Eddie was referring to too was all our congressional representatives, which there are many now, not so much the number of representatives, but the ones running for those 2 seats that are going to come open. So there's lots of people we're reaching out to, and we're utilizing that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, what about, we're talking about the stop here itself, but economically, how can that affect Laurel, Main Street? I mean, hasn't many places built around the fact that there's a train stop right here?
It's huge. And the C Street Flats, Eddie was taking one of our delegates past there yesterday. And when people move to Laurel, they think of the train stop because it's like, oh, I don't have to drive into DC. I can walk or just go down the street, be dropped off. A lot of people are dropped off here. Hop on the train and come home the same way in the evening.
And the economic end of that is that as they come and go from work, they purchase goods on Main Street. They stop and shop here. They buy their meat products from here. They'll buy their flowers from the flower shop. They will stop and just walk, and just to kind of wind down from a hard day at work, they will walk the Main Street and enjoy the trees and the flowers and the different types of shops that we have. So it is one heck of an impact on our economic base.
And the city has done such a fantastic job building the Main Street up with the beautiful brick walkways and the old-fashioned lamps. It would just seem a shame to see, you know, where's that going to go now?
And I think it's another way to add to that. We're trying to be green. Everything we do with green in mind. Our solar, our different types of lighting that we're using. We're converting Main Street over to, help me, Donna.
Well, the economic development that we've, you know, injected in, if you will, in the Main Street management, and the Community Redevelopment Authority is looking at vacant properties, vacant buildings. But in addition to that, when we approved C Street Flats, we based it on, I think it was a car and a half, or one car only, because it was going to be based on young people moving into town. And the beauty of that is, yes, they come in to rent, and then when they want to get married, have a family, they move into the houses in town.
Right.
And as the older generation passes on, then they buy these homes or they move into different types of housing.
Right, right. And then when you're toting C Street flats, you're saying there's public transportation. So you only need one car space, right? You know?
If any.
Right, if any, exactly. I mean, if you're lucky, bike it, because we've got some great bike paths here in the city that we're building up as well.
Exactly.
So,
And coffee shops, restaurants that we've added to Main Street during the last 2-3 years.
yeah, the city has done a fantastic job with working with them. Exactly. So, where are we at? Have you sat down with the development, what is it, Howard County? Have you sat down with them and had any discussions?
We have sat down with them, and we are continuing to work with them and our partners in the State Department of Transportation. We are working to make sure that this continues to be our stop. We think we're making some headway,
Good.
but we need to keep the pressure on, and we need everyone out there to either contact us or stay tuned. Send a letter to your state representatives. We have them listed on our our cable TV screen, so you can have those to send. We can also supply you with a postcard that's already pre-stamped that we're more than happy to have you send in. And I think it's fair to say that we're making every effort possible. Donna?
Yeah, and in addition to that, there's conference calls. I mean, I think last week Eddie and I and Christy Mills and Jack Brock were at least every single day, if not 1 or 2 conference calls with the state, with Howard County. Prince George's County comes into it. There are 21 intersections that are going to be affected by this development. And Howard County's traffic impact studies stop at the Howard County line, which is maybe 100 yards from here.
Right. Yeah, so they're basically expecting each county or municipality, in our case, to pay for those improvements right now?
And handle them.
Right, okay. Okay.
I think there's one other thing to be added. Right now, in talking with our state representatives, the plan is, by way of the state, is that they expect our people to walk a half a mile down that track in snow and rain and sleet, ladies in high heel shoes. It's just not plausible.
Right.
When you talk to the developer, they want our people to walk from here down Route 1 through the development, which in my mind is not a half a mile, it's a mile.
Right.
We can't have that. That's not acceptable. We won't put up with it, and we'll make sure that that doesn't happen.
So the phase that we're in, how long are we going to be in this phase that we have the opportunity to speak out and let Howard County know that we've got an issue with this?
Well, the 4th phase begins on July 31st.
That's right.
And then it'll go into public hearings, of which we want to educate the public as soon as we have those dates, because we want residents of Laurel to go up and testify. Tell them how this is going to impact our community.
Are they going to have any of the hearings here in Laurel?
No.
No.
No, it's a Howard County issue, and Howard County, it just seems like that it's nobody else is involved in it. It's just all their issue, and it is a big issue for Howard County.
Yeah.
But it's not. This stop is not Howard County's. Howard County's got 3 stops already. They don't need to take our stop.
Right.
So we're not going to have that.
You would think, because you've got our side that's going to be affected, you've got the Anne Arundel side that's going to be affected, you would think they'd want to be good, play nice in the sandbox, I guess is the way to put it.
That's right. I think
Build a pedestrian bridge across to us.
yes.
Right, and let them walk to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing, too, that Donna and I are here to announce today is that we get many, many requests, and people are very much interested in this. They want to know what's going on with their station, and we have to find a good media way to do that. This is the first of many in the Council Connection end of it. We, Donna and I, and the rest of the City Council, we're announcing that we're going to start to hold town hall meetings on the 3rd Thursday of every month. This coming month in August, on August the 20th, at City Hall at 6 o'clock. We will hold a town hall meeting for everyone to come. Anyone, the press, the citizens, people from Howard County, we don't care who you are. You want information, we're going to be there to provide it for you as best we can. So come to the City Hall on the 20th at 6 o'clock. We will vary the times and the locations from time to time depending on what the circumstances are. But this coming August the 20th, we'll be at City Hall. Donna, comment?
Yeah. Well, I think it's important too, because one resident recently had said to us that it appeared that we were operating behind closed doors. And we've been, you know, a conference call can't be opened up to the public.
Right.
So we want to reach out in any way that we can to let people know, and even speak to certain people in the community. Like there's an Old Town listserv, and you know, in Ward 2 there's other email lists going on, so that everybody knows. But you can always check the website and press releases or anything, and we'll be working with your office to get the communication out.
We'll look forward to that very much.
It'll be easy steps to get to us.
And there's a number of things that are happening that some of the people from the Laurel Historical Society, God bless their souls, they are very much involved.
How is that possible? Because the train station is the reason that Laurel exists. The stop is the reason that Laurel exists. If you don't know about the history of Laurel, we started as a mill town. The mill opened in the 1840s, and the main reason why the mill was able to exist is because of the train stop.
They've started a website, Save Our Stop. Look online for that. It's bringing you information. The Laurel Board of Trade is very much involved in this. We appreciate their support. And so as we move forward to win this, we will win this cause. Please stay tuned and help us any way you can.
Didn't they start a Facebook page as well?
They did.
Yes, so if you go to Save Our Stop on Facebook, you'll be able to find that as well. Twitter, I believe, they have another one. But District 21, in the beginning of all of this, a few weeks back when you all started, didn't they start an online petition?
They did.
Yes.
They did, and I don't know the exact number of hits that it has, but the Save Our Stop on Facebook, I think it's a little over 300 right now for just a couple of days.
Right, that just started, so that's getting a good.
People are probably hearing about it for the first time as we speak.
So make sure to visit the Facebook page, Save Our Stop.
And even the Laurel Historic Museum, you can see the pictures of the flood that took out the old bridge
Really?
that used to go across into Howard County.
So that would be on their website.
Actually, it's at the building that I know of,
It is.
too.
I think it's also on the website.
Right.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
72.
All right. So you'll have to go down to either the Laurel Museum, check it out, or go to their website. Is there anything else going on right now?
No, I think there's obviously a lot of going on, a lot of negotiations, a lot of conversations. But at this particular time, I think that's pretty much it.
Just know that we're the only city involved, per usual. It's like they try to move it to the counties, and Laurel always inserts himself. And we got a wonderful staff up at City Hall, and a wonderful council that are working on this, and we're just trying to reach out.
Mayor and council are just fantastic when it comes to trying to keep Laurel green and beautiful, and make sure that the residents are aware of what's happening. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to come on, all right?
Okay.
And we'll make sure to have you all back.
Thank you very much. I'll see you on the 20th of August.
We'll look forward to it. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning in to the next edition of Laurel Connections. Check out in a month. We'll try and get the council back. We'll make sure that we're there at the August 20th. We can see what we can do to make sure that's televised for you. But in the meantime, visit laureltv.org, see what's going on with our programming schedule, and check out our Facebook page. Make sure to like us. We've got a lot of great things coming down. Well, thank you again for tuning in. I'm Karen Kobeck. We'll see you next time.